Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the stream. Your John Carroll Golden Rams taking on Jensen Beach, currently ongoing first quarter, 10:03 left. We're still on the first drive. John Carroll has the ball. Little technical difficulties getting this set up after being moved a couple times, but we're up here on top of the booth, on top of the press box, so don't mind the PA system booming behind me every time he talks. Just listen to my voice. So far, Jay Allen has picked up a first down right now.
After the yardage marked off, 1st and 5 for the Rams from the Jensen Beach 33-yard line.
Right now you're looking at 1st down and 5 after a Jensen Beach penalty. Two receivers to the left. Jay in shotgun hands the ball off to Tony Colebrook, who will get the nod at running back once again tonight with Navion Johnson over on the bench after
Tony Colebrook on the carry,
being injured a couple weeks ago.
On the tackle for the Falcons.
Last week, Tony Colebrook had a 28-yard rushing touchdown against the Fort Pierce Central Cobras as John Carroll went on to beat them 33. Golden Rams score their first touchdown of the game on the first drive of the game. That will bring up a score of 6-0. Braden Calise, a favorite of Jay Allen this year, both him and Prince Strawn in the hundreds of passing or receiving yards this year. Braden Calise, one of the top wide receivers in the area when it comes to stats this year. And he goes ahead and picks it up where he left off with a touchdown, just like he did last week. Marcus Gamboa kick up in the air through the uprights. That'll bring up 7. So after the first drive,
Carroll strikes first. Your score: Rams 7, Falcons 0.
After the first drive for John Carroll for the night, with 8:01 remaining in the first quarter, your John Carroll Golden Rams up 7-0. Against the home team, Jensen Beach Falcons.
Folks Concession Stand tonight is serving up a lovely boxed dinner from New England Fish and Clam. Apparently they've got some lobster rolls on a toasted sub roll with drawn butter, served with black beans and rice and crunchy coleslaw. And also on the side you can get some Bahamian conch chowder.
Did you hear that, folks at home? Bahamian conch chowder. Bet that makes your mouth water. They're selling it up right here down in Jensen Beach. Lobster rolls and conch chowder. Who cares? Marcus Gamboa on the kickoff. Back to receive for Jensen Beach. Looks like number 2, Christy Jamari back there. However, it'll be a short kick brought in, it looks like, by the number 5, Cedric Wilkins. Correction.
Kickoff is returned by
that is.
Jensen Beach 1st and 10 from
Correction, that was number 6
line.
on the reception, Brady Banasiak. This will be Jensen Beach first drive of the game. After a lot of time coming off the clock after the first drive for John Carroll, will be a keeper by number 9 who will then go pitch it back. Number 18 who pass it down the field. Oh my goodness. What a ridiculous hit that was. What was that? Oh, my goodness. Vicious hit down on the field.
Reverse pass attempt thrown by Daquan Gonzalez, nearly picked off.
No flag on the field.
That pickoff broken up by number 22. That's Andrew Burnett for the Falcons.
It looks like that was number 4, Connor Zralik out there. Who almost got the interception, but a vicious hit. It didn't even seem like the intended receiver wanted to even catch the ball. He just wanted to get that hit on Connor, but never. There's a law offices of Mark Rogers, Gulfstream Urology Associates, and Dr. Adam Ball, WDW Designs, Germa Medical Group, Spark Creative, Compass Real Estate, Fort Pierce Chiropractic, Dr. Michael Kelly Chiropractic, Wally Construction, Borland Trucking Company, Jacobus Orthodontics, Shane Chiropractic, and St. Helens Catholic Church and School. Hopefully you heard that over the loudspeaker behind me. So Jay in shotgun, 3 wide receivers set out to the right, 1 to the left. Ball will be snapped. He'll fake the handoff to Tony Colebrook. Stiff arm a rushing defender. Will keep it himself to the 20, 25, 30. He's still going to the 35, 40, up to midfield and brought down. Ball's on the ground, though. There's a scramble for it. Falcons are saying it's theirs.
Tackle made and the ball squirted loose. Falcons say that they have it. Officials agree.
And they are calling it a fumble by number 1, Jay Allen, on the keeper. Ran from the 14-yard line all the way out to about their own 48-yard line. Ball came runner to the ground. That was number 22, Andrew Burnett, for the Falcons. Finally, Lewis Deshawn came in and helped him out, brought him to the ground, but Jensen Beach, already in great field position to start their drive, are now down to the 19-yard line with a first down. Flanked on both sides. He'll drop back to pass, fires over the left-hand side to an open receiver, number 7, who will reach both teams after the fumble from Jay Allen. The John Carroll Rams end up giving up a touchdown. However, the extra point is not good, so still on top with 5 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Your John Carroll Golden Rams up 7 to Jensen Beach 6. Once again, I want to apologize for any of the glitching or stuttering in this program, any of the freezing on YouTube. The Wi-Fi out here is not that great up on top of the press box, but we are trying our best.
Hayden Brown Winters on for the kickoff.
So Jensen Beach with the kickoff, brought in by number 7, Braden Calise, who will keep it himself and get way out there to the 30, and with some change behind it, so call it the, let's see where they're going to go ahead and mark it at. Looks like they're going to be marking him down around the 32-yard line, so even though the kick was short of the end zone, Braden Calise didn't bring it out. He did get up to the 32-yard line, which is a good chunk of change there for the Rams, as they'll be starting in pretty good field position over on their own side of the ball of the field. Jay in shotgun, receiver in motion from the right. He'll hand it off to him. That's looks like number 4, Connor Zralik, on the carry. It is number 4, Connor Zralik, so he's back up after the vicious hit early on in the quarter, and he'll get up to about the 34-yard line, so call it a 2-yard gain by John Carroll. 2nd and 8. As now 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Colebrook in the backfield with Jay Allen in shotgun. Colebrook moves up next to Jay. Ball is snapped, but Jay will keep it himself. Ball is loose once again. Another fumble for Jay Allen, recovered by Jensen Beach at the 40-yard line. So after the fumble, after the turnover, Jensen Beach will go ahead and take over once again in great field position on the Rams' 40-yard line. Ball is snapped. He'll pitch it to the right to number 22, who will be swallowed up in the backfield. Number 50 on the tackle for John Carroll. That's Kaysen Brugnan.
Not much room to go, taken out of bounds, maybe
swallowing him up, throwing him to the ground.
Maybe a yard gain.
And it looks like they'll be marking him at the line of scrimmage still, so no gain on the play on that run. Will bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 10 for the Falcons. 3:45 remaining in the first quarter of play. Ball snap. He'll look to hand it off once again, which he does. Almost brought down in the backfield. Still trying to run, but crawling on his knees now. Not really getting too far.
Jabari Christie on the run for the Falcons.
Tripped up by number 26.
3rd and 8 for the Falcons.
Roman Jones once again for the John Carroll Golden Rams, making a play. A great play, tripping him up, shoelace tackle, making sure he didn't get into open field and keep on going. We'll bring up 3rd down for the Falcons. He'll drop back to pass, looking to his right, fires to his right, caught and tackled. Intended receiver was number 11, Jeremiah Denod, tackled by number 11, Aiden Singleton.
Bring up a 4th and 1 for the Falcons.
But just short of the first down marker, so Jay comes it back out onto the field. 2 turnovers in a row, hoping to turn things around. 2 wide receivers out to the right, 2 to the left. Colebrook in the backfield. Jay will take the snap, drop back to pass, looking for anybody that might be open. Fires deep down the right-hand side, but he was covered all over, so great job knocking the ball out of the hands of the defender, who had his hands solidly on the pass from Jay as he tried to go all the way for that one. Pass intended for Prince Strawn. Prince Strawn able to get his hand in there and knock the ball loose. We'll bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 10 for the Rams. Ball on their own 35-yard line.
Incomplete pass intended for number 80. That's Prince Strachan. Well defended by Carson Funk, nearly picked off. 2nd and 10 for John Carroll. Handoff goes to Tony Colebrook again. Jabari Christie on the tackle for the Falcons. Gain of 5, 3rd and 5.
So 3rd down, 5 to go for the Rams. Ball on their own 40-yard line. 1:37 remaining in the first quarter. Ball is snapped. Jay will drop back to pass. Fires it over the right-hand side. An absolute vicious hit. Pass was intended for number 8.
Incomplete pass intended for number 8.
For the Rams. Nick Meltzer.
Broke it up. That brings up a 4th and 5 for John
Absolutely vicious hit
crew.
by 2 Jensen Beach defenders. We'll bring up 4th down for the Rams. Marcus Gamboa out there to punt it away. Number 44 for Jensen Beach, Dylan Fadovich.
Punter number 19,
back to receive.
On for John Carroll.
Booming kick out to the 20, the 15, before rolling to a stop. Absolutely fantastic punt by Marcus Gamboa. Will have the Jensen Beach Falcons starting their next drive from their own 15-yard line. 77 on the recovery. Noah Dunsmore dropping on top of the ball after a fumble by the back. Number 36, Dennis Palmer Jr. As a first quarter now ending. So after 1 quarter of play, as the Falcons will look to capitalize on that missed opportunity by the John Carroll's defense and get a first down. to the ground, bringing up 2nd down for the Rams.
Aiden Singleton.
Pass was deep down the left-hand side. Aiden Singleton was able to get his hands on it and take it away. However, his feet came down out of bounds. 3rd down for Jensen Beach. Pardon the interruptions. Just trying to figure out a couple things with this internet, trying to give you the best stream humanly possible. Number 9, back to pass, almost intercepted into the hands of Deshaun Lewis, number 59, but just off the palm of his hands, falling harmlessly to the ground. That will, however, bring up 4th down for Jensen Beach, and their punters will be coming out to punt it away for Jensen Beach.
We've got some wonderful, wonderful future Falcon cheerleaders with them tonight. I'd like you to give all of them a
Punt is
big round
up
of
into
applause.
the air. And it'll take a Jensen Beach bounce. Not as bad as the last punt that they ended up punting away, but up to about the 31-yard line. So Jay Allen and the Rams will come out onto the field with 8:01 remaining in the first half of play. If you missed it before, let me tell you before the internet ends up stuttering the stream again, Jay Allen from his own 29-yard line had a 71-yard touchdown to the house, kept it himself. Nobody was able to bring him down. He only had one person to beat and beat him in spades, turning on the afterburners and running right into the end zone. So 71-yard rushing touchdown for quarterback Jay Allen is why the score is 14-6. Now receiver motion from the left. He'll, however, hand it off to Colebrook, who is in the open, bounces off a defender, still going up to about the 45-yard line. They're marking him at the 44. So 1st down, John Carroll on a Tony Colebrook run up to the 44-yard line, as John Carroll looks to move the ball with 7:53 remaining in the first half.
Tony Colebrook on that run for John Carroll.
Whistle will be blown. Looks like another one of those water breaks.
Let's once again remind you of some Falcon football sponsors out there.
Just so you don't have to hear about the lobster rolls that they're serving down there at the concession stands, let me just give a special thanks to the one who truly matter in all of this, the ones who make us smile every single day within the halls of John Carroll Catholic High School. That's the President, Reverend Father Thomas E. Barrett, Principal Corey Heroux, Assistant Principal Mindy Miller, and the ever-electrifying on the mic, the Dean of Students, Michael Brick. We miss you all dearly. I miss you all dearly. I want to be at a home game soon, and we'll be having that very soon as we take on Sebastian River. Can't wait to have Michael back up in the booth with me. He is fantastic on the PA system. Just need to get some lobster rolls in the concession stands, and we'll be perfect. Timeout's over. Players back on the field. 7:53 remaining in the first half of play. Jay, in shotgun as always, trips to the right. That's Nick Meltzer, Connor Zralik, and Prince Strawn. Braden Calise, lone receiver on the left. Colebrook in motion from the right. It'll be over to him. Screen. He'll get up to about the 45, up to about the 47, they're marking it.
Colebrook with the completed pass.
So about a 3-yard run for Tony Colebrook on the running back screen. So it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Rams. Meltzer and Calise to the left, Zralik and Prince to the right, Colebrook in the backfield. Meltzer now in motion. Will get the handoff. Will continue to run, get up to about the 50-yard line, just half, or past the half mark. Nope, they'll mark him down at the 50-yard line. Bringing up 3rd down, so 3rd and 4
for
the Rams.
That's 3rd and 4 for John Carroll.
Looked like a little movement on the defensive line, but he gets back up into line, and they'll look to run the play. Ball is snapped. He'll look to pass. Still thinking a lot of time in the pocket, all of that time. He'll just go ahead and keep it himself. However, flag is on the field. Jay out to the 50, 45, the 40 before running out of bounds. But it looks like it might be a holding call bringing them back. Yes, it will be holding on the Rams,
but there is a flag in the backfield,
which will go ahead and push John Carroll back.
Given the spot of the foul, not a big surprise. Holding going against John Carroll. And that brings us to our 2nd quarter water break. Officials timeout. Your score, John Carroll.
So
Rams,
officials timeout
14,
for a
Jensen
water
Beach
break
Falcons 6.
on a blistering night, humid night in Jensen Beach, Florida, with 6:10 remaining in the first half of play. Your John Carroll Golden Rams are leading this one 14-6. Just want to go ahead and thank the rest of our sponsors. You'll hear some more from them tonight, but Graves, Thomas Rotunda Injury Law Group, Scott Sporting Goods, our official Adidas provider, Linus Cadillac GMC at Vero Beach, and of course, after game day, or the week after game day, go ahead onto the John Carroll High School Facebook page where you will see the official John Carroll High School game day photos provided by Ned Schuster Photography. Water break over. Offense back in the field, 3rd and very long after the holding penalty for John Carroll. Ball is placed back on the 37-yard line. Jay will look to pass. A lot of time in the pocket. He'll fire it deep down to Braden Calise. Wide open once again. No one's going to catch him. And he's in the end zone. Another touchdown for Braden Calise tonight. These two are absolute magic together. Jay Allen and Braden Calise, when you put those two together on a football field, magic happens. We just saw it happen once again tonight. Facing a third and very long, Jay just says, you know what, I'm just going to throw it 50 yards down the field, and he does that. Braden Calise beating both DBs that were behind him and just saunters into the end zone, bringing the score up to 20 for the Golden Rams before the extra point. So after a nervous start, couple of fumbles for the John Carroll offense, and Jensen Beach getting very close to their score at 7-6.
Here comes your point after attempt.
John Carroll is looking exactly how they've been all season. Ball is up, kick is good, extra point is good. Tack on another one, 21 for John Carroll. So with 5:30 remaining in the first half, your John Carroll Golden Rams 21, the Jensen Beach Falcons 6. Braden Calise has been absolutely unstoppable tonight. Another receiver for the Rams who has also done absolutely fantastic all season long, Prince Strawn, two key targets for Jay Allen. But also a part of the wide receiver core is individuals like Nick Meltzer, Connor Zralik, who have also made some very big heads-up play all seasons. A lot of people were worried about the wide receiver core going into this season, but they have proved all the doubters wrong and have put up some absolutely impressive numbers. Another impressive player right there is number 19, Marcus Gamboa, who kicked that one away. Ball taken in by the number 19 for the Jensen Beach Falcons as he'll run it up to about the 39-yard line. We'll see where they go ahead and place the ball. Maybe he was down a little bit sooner. And it looks like they are marking him down a little bit further back from where it looked like he landed, tripped up, flying into the air. They'll go ahead and put him down at around the 32-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Jensen Beach Falcons, looking to try and capitalize on anything that the defense may give them, but so far out of luck for them as John Carroll has been absolutely fantastic on defense. They'll go ahead and hand it off to number 22, who will be brought down around the 35-yard line. So about a 3-yard run for Jensen Beach will bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 7. Number 55 on the tackle for John Carroll. That was Dominic Kapolakis once again. So 2nd down. He'll drop back to pass, fires it over the left-hand side, but just out of the reach of his intended receiver. That was number 19, Jake Singleton, was the intended receiver on that pass. It was going to be a screen pass, but ball floated just a little far out. We have seen some good throws, though, by number 9 for Jensen Beach, Dawson Mall. I hope I'm saying his name correctly. He's thrown some very good pinpoint accurate passes tonight. That was really one of the first ones he's thrown tonight that has been off the mark, but it'll bring up 3rd down. Dawson drops back to pass, fires it over the left-hand side to his intended receiver, caught at the 40, bouncing off a couple receivers before finally being brought out of bounds. 18, Tony Colebrook was the one on the tackle for that. Number 3 coming in to help out, Bryce Borland. So 2 names that you usually see on offense, Bryce Borland and Tony Colebrook. They'll go ahead and be the ones who make the tackle on number 7, who was the intended receiver caught at Austin Duchesne for Jensen Beach. 1st down, however, for Jensen as they'll keep the ball rolling. Dawson will go ahead and hand it off to number 22, who finds an opening up to the 50 past midfield before being spun and thrown out of bounds by Wilkie Denod. And a flag will be thrown for unsportsmanlike conduct.
And there is a flag on the play. Looks to be a little
most likely.
Tackle was made. personal foul goes against John Carroll.
So personal foul on John Carroll will go ahead and back them up and go ahead and allow Jensen Beach to move forward. Couple mistakes being made so far in this game. And these are the type of mistakes that can keep or push the momentum in a different direction. So first down, 1st and 10 on the Rams side of the field. Dawson in shotgun will hand the ball off number 22, who will once again find an opening and absolutely bowl over number 18, Tony Colebrook, but Tony Colebrook getting the last laugh as he was able to complete the tackle regardless. However, that was the pass, the down marker, so first down, Jensen Beach. Inside the red zone, ball on the 19, another handoff, number 22, another opening to him, still on his feet. No one able to bring him down, and that is a Jensen Beach touchdown. Number 22 on the carry, Andrew Burnett. That was about 3 carries in a row. We'll go ahead and put 6 on the board for the Falcons, 21-12 before the PAT. The last score earlier in the first quarter by Jensen Beach, the PAT was a bobbled snap, not able to get it up. And the ball was blown dead. Number 21 now out there to kick, though, for Jensen Beach. Aiden Brown Winters. Ball is up low, but through the uprights.
John Carroll, Rams 21, Jensen Beach Falcons 13.
So with 4 minutes remaining in the first half of play, your John Carroll Golden Rams 21, the home team, Jensen Beach Falcons 13. So Singleton and Calise
with the touchdown reception.
Back to receive the kick.
On for the kickoff.
Number 21 for Jensen Beach, Aiden Brown Winters to kick it off. Ball is away, low kick, but deep into the hands and brought out to the 25 before finally being brought down. Some good yards, about a 10-yard run out of the gate before Singleton is brought down.
Kickoff return by Aiden Singleton.
Aiden Singleton and Braden Calise, whenever they are back to receive, both are very dynamic and fast players. Both when they get the ball in their hands, if they're able to get loose, they can take advantage of it and are very scary. So far, it has not happened tonight on a kickoff return, but we are waiting for it. Braden Calise, however, showing his afterburners and his power as he's had 2 long field or touchdown catches tonight. Handoff, however, up the middle to Colebrook, who will keep it himself, get past the 30, and finally pushed out of bounds into Jensen Beach sideline. And he'll be marked at the 30-yard line exactly. So they'll bring up second down, 2nd and 6 for John Carroll. Ball on the 30-yard line. Trips to the left. Prince Strawn, lone receiver on the right. Colebrook in the backfield. And he'll be in motion from the right. Jay will look to throw the screen, but will keep it himself, not fooling anybody, though. He's brought down at the 30-yard line.
On the carry, taken down by
but they'll go ahead and
Carroll
say
for the
that he
Falcons.
lost a yard on the play.
Not much
So
of a gain
a
there.
loss of 1
Third
on the
and
play will bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 7 to go for John Carroll. It looks like the internet is holding up a little bit better as we head closer to halftime. Hopefully we can resolve the issue after halftime. I really hope that you can see the end of this game tonight, and I will try my hardest to bring it to you in the best quality humanly possible, because it looks like this might be a nail biter. But that remains to be seen. John Carroll still out there, 3rd and 7. Jay dropping back to pass. A lot of time. Oh, he's hit, though, right when he throws it. And they're going ahead and they're blowing it dead as his hand was coming forward.
Ball rolled an incomplete pass, but that does bring up a 4th down for the Rams.
So incomplete pass as Jay is hit. Ball falls harmlessly to the ground, bringing up 4th down. So Marcus Gamboa and special teams will come out there to punt it away with 2:55 remaining in the first half.
Marcus Gamboa on for the punt.
Ball is snapped high, punt, but not very far. Directional punt out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it, where it went out. And they'll mark it on the, wow, holy cow, not a very far punt at all, as they will mark it on the Rams side of the field at the 40-yard line. So great starting position for the Jensen Beach Falcons on this drive. They'll be on the Rams 40-yard line, 1st and 10 with 2:48 remaining. A lot of time remaining in this first half for Jensen Beach to go ahead and put more points up on the board before halftime. Whistle's blowing, and it is a timeout on John Carroll. I hope everyone is having a good time tonight wherever you are watching this, whether in your home, up on the TV, on your phone. Thursday night football doesn't have the same ring as Friday night under the lights, but nevertheless, it is varsity high school football, and we love to see it, whether it's on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or any other day of the week. And I'm happy to have you along with me. Nice, cool, crisp night tonight up on this press box. A nice little breeze is coming in, which is helping with the humidity from the storms earlier. But we've, knock on wood, been able to stay dry. Not too bad. My hearing is horrible to begin with, so the PA system doesn't bother me too much. So far, we're looking at about 76 people watching at home tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you aboard. Handoff up the middle for Jensen Beach before finally the whistles are blown. Once again, Burnett on the carry, number 22 for Jensen Beach, will bring up 2nd down. Placing the ball at around the 37-yard line. Ball is snapped. He'll look to pass over to his left, caught by his intended receiver, who finds a little hole and finally being dragged down from behind. Great heads-up play and tackle by number 20, Aiden Bowman. Aiden Bowman with a great tackle. Number 4 was the intended receiver, Javin Dames. I really hope I'm not butchering your name. Javin Dames. Great catch by him on the slant route. He got a couple of good yards. 1st down for the Falcons. In motion from the left, however, be a handoff to Burnett, who will get up to about the 20-yard line, just short of the 20-yard line, before running into the brick wall of number 35, Tim Smith. Tim Smith lowering his shoulder and just dropping him. However, Burnett getting a good chunk of change, about a 4-yard run on that play, will bring up 2nd and 6. Ball on the 21-yard line. There will be a handoff once again to Burnett. And he is brought down after a short
And
run.
on another
Number
carry for the Falcons.
55 on the tackle. You heard his
Tackles
name tons of
yard
times
and a half
tonight,
short off the
Dominic
first down marker. That's a third and
Kapalakis.
short for the Falcons.
I've talked to Dom. Great kid. Great kid. Fierce fighter. Love watching him practice, too. So it'll be third down for Jensen Beach. Player in motion from the right. It'll be a handoff to him, but he'll be wrapped up and just absolutely destroyed. Brought to the ground, fooling absolutely nobody. Wilkie Denard just breaking through the line and wrapping him up and bring him to the ground. That'll bring up a timeout for Jensen Beach, as they need to think what they're going to do. It's 4th and 2. You're down around the 17-yard line. What do you do with 44 seconds remaining in the game? You're down 21-13. I mean, 44 seconds left. You got to think that maybe you take the points or maybe throw a couple of passes. You can't really run too much because unless you got timeouts left. I think Jensen may have 2 timeouts left or 1 timeout left now after that one. They're not going to be kicking the field goal.
Let's see what Coach Caffey comes out with for 4th and 2 after that timeout.
Number 9, Dawson, will be in the backfield still. And he'll pass it over the left-hand side, but dropped by his intended receiver. That was number 4, was his intended receiver, Javen Dames. Javen Dames. There you go. PA announcer, help me out a little bit. Javen Dames was the intended receiver. However, ball was dropped. And that will go ahead and be a turnover on downs for Jensen Beach. And Jay out on the field, 41 seconds left. We saw it last week right before the half. They went and threw it down the field. Jay will drop back to pass. Looking for anybody, but he'll be chased out, and he's being chased down hard and finally tackled and brought down by number 7, Austin Duchesne. Austin Duchesne chased Jay down after breaking through the pocket. Jay had nowhere to go and just went ahead and went down. Clock is still running on before halftime, 15 seconds left, and it looks like they're going to go ahead and try to carry this down to halftime. And they will. 8 seconds left on the clock, still going. Players heading to the sidelines. So after the first half, your John Carroll Golden Rams up 21 to the home team, the Jensen Beach Falcons, with 13. So going to halftime, up 21-13. Got to feel pretty good about that. A couple things that need to be changed down there on the field, but they know that. I'm just a play-by-play announcer having a good time up here on top of this booth. We'll be back on the other side of the half, where hopefully your John Carroll Golden Rams will go ahead and bust out a win here tonight to put 6 up on their record. We'll be back after halftime, 11 minutes, 42 seconds. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you after. So we are back starting the second half. Ball goes out of bounds on the kickoff.
Looks like Coach Caffey electing to have them re-kick.
As they will go ahead and elect to re-kick the ball. So John Carroll got the ball to start the game. They'll go ahead and kick it off to start the second half. As we come back to action out here on the field, your John Carroll Golden Rams are currently up 21-13 against the home team, the Jensen Beach Falcons. Marcus Gamboa to kick it. Back to receive for the Falcons, number 4. That's Javen Dames. Booming kick by Marcus Gamboa. That won't go out of bounds. In fact, it will bring them all the way back into the end zone. He'll try to run it out, but they'll say he was down in the end zone. His knee went down. It didn't, though. But regardless, they'll go ahead and move them out for a touchback. Quarterback Dawson Mall will come out for Jensen Beach to start their first drive of the second half. First and 10 from their own 20, flanked on both sides by running backs. One in motion off to the left. Dawson will look to pass, but will get absolutely clobbered in the backfield for a sack. Let me get a number. Oh, number 55. Of course it is Dominic Kapolakis with an absolute ground and pound smash mouth hit on the quarterback. Massive loss of yards. Second and long after the sack. Ball on the 12-yard line now. And it will be a handoff, almost caught in the backfield, finally wrapped up and brought down after a short gain, not quite back to the original line of scrimmage.
Gains a couple, that'll bring up 3rd and 15 for the Falcons.
Wilkie Denard on the tackle of the ball carrier. Number 28 also helping out on that, Nico Kelly. Dawson will drop back to pass. He'll once again be wrapped up in the backfield. Finally, the whistle is blown. Another sack.
Taken down for a loss, and that brings up a 4th down, and here comes the punt crew for the Falcons.
Which brings up 4th down deep in their own territory. They'll go ahead and bring out the punter. Number 22, we've seen him at running back tonight, Andrew Burnett. Oh, looks like a flag on the play.
I didn't see the flag, but that was a sideline infraction that goes against John Carroll.
So, sideline infraction for John Carroll, which will go ahead and push up Jensen Beach to about the 28-yard line. 4th and 2 now if they decide to go for it. And it looks like the quarterback, Dawson Mall, will come out there for Jensen Beach on 4th down. 4th down in their own territory. Yes, 4th and short, but 4th down nonetheless. It is a handoff, and he will get the first down and more, wide open to the 45, the 50, sidestepping on the sideline before finally being called out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it. It'll be just shy of midfield up to about the 49-yard line. So on 4th down, a long run for Jensen Beach will get them up just to midfield, just short of midfield to the 49-yard line. So 1st down for Jensen Beach on an opening drive of the second half that looked to be all but completed. A few sacks back to back to back had them deep in their own territory, but a sideline infraction penalty would move them up to only 2 yards short of the 1st down marker, and then that conversion. Receiver in motion from the right. Will be a handoff, though, to Burnett, though, who will be snapped in the backfield and wrapped up by Wilkie Denod, who throws down Burnell to the ground. PA announcer keeps on saying Burnell, but it looks like it's Andrew Burnett. So 2nd down and about 8. Ball at midfield. 2nd and 9, correction. Receiver in motion from the right. Dawson will step back to pass. Went to go throw it, but went ahead and tucked it in. That was a scary move, as he was immediately wrapped up and thrown to the ground. Number 50 on the sack, that's Kaysen Brugnan, a senior for John Carroll. We've said his name several times this season. A very dynamic football player, great defensive player for John Carroll. So once again, back-to-back loss of yards for Jensen Beach. Will have 3rd down and long at their own 45-yard line. Dawson will drop back to pass. He'll throw it, and it is not caught. They're saying incomplete pass. Pass was intended for number 4, Javen Dames, but the ball will be dropped, not secured, so that will bring up 4th down for Jensen Beach. Burnett back to punt it off for Jensen. Something they talked about being worried about for these punts is that their running back, who is very fast, is the punter, but so far he's just punted away, and he'll go ahead and do another low punt. Braden Calise back to receive, but he'll just let it roll out of bounds at around the 9-yard line. So Jay Allen and the John Carroll offense will come out there on the field. Will start from their own 9-yard line, or 14-yard line, correction, excuse me, from the 14-yard line. A little bit better than the 9-yard line, I'd say. 8:21 remaining in the 3rd quarter. 2nd drive for John Carroll in the 2nd half of play. Looking to get a little bit of a gap between themselves and Jensen on the scoreboard. They had that earlier, but 21-13, down by only 8 points. Jay will drop back to pass and fires it deep down the right-hand side to Prince Strawn, but he was guarded by the defensive back pretty well. That was Carson Funk.
Pass intended for number 80. That's Prince. Coverage on the play, Carson Funk.
Carson Funk was the one on the coverage, and he was able to knock that ball away. Prince Strawn, a great attempt to try and bring that ball down as he went up into the air to get it. But the ball fell harmlessly to the ground. Still 2nd and 10 for John Carroll. Still at their 14-yard line. Ball is snapped. He'll drop back to pass. Jay looking for anybody open, and he scatters in the backfield, getting wrapped up and brought down. They're going to call him down at around the 2-yard line.
Austin Duchesne with the sack of quarterback Jay Allen.
So a loss of 12 yards on the play. They're marking down at the 13-yard line. So a loss of around 11 yards on the play for John Carroll. We'll bring up 3rd down. Third down and 22.
3rd and 16 for the Rams.
16. Can I not count right?
Check that, 3rd and 21.
Okay, I'm not crazy. It is 3rd and 22 for the Rams as Jay will drop back in his own end zone to pass. Stutter steps past a couple of defenders, still looking to pass. Will fire over the right-hand side. A receiver was in the area, pass intended for number 4, Connors Rowlick, but it will be incomplete, which will bring up 4th down.
That brings up a
Bringing out the punt team for John Carroll, Marcus Gamboa coming out there to punt it away in his own end zone. I think first down this season, or first time this season, where Marcus Gamboa has had to punt out of the end zone, so this will be interesting to see, but the young man has an absolutely insane leg. Part of ESPN West Palm's top 63 players in the area, and for a good reason. And he'll go ahead and punt it away, a booming punt, way up in the air. Number 44 back to receive it, was not expecting that. He will bring it in, however, get loose to the 40 to 55, the 40, will trip himself up and fall to the ground. They're calling him down at around the 38-yard line on the Rams side of the field. So great field position. We knew it was going to happen with being backed up in your own end zone.
Jensen Beach 1st and 10 from the John
So
Carroll 38.
Jensen Beach will start this drive 1st and 10 from the John Carroll 38-yard line. 6:56 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Cedric 2300 asked, are they playing on Thursday now? This is the only game this season so far that we've played on Thursday, and I think it is the only one remaining on the schedule that will be on Thursday. Originally, John Carroll was supposed to play Jensen Beach in week 3. However, in week 3, because of a COVID-19 outbreak here in Jensen Beach, they were not able to play the game in week 3. And so what ended up happening was we had a snap decision and ended up playing Avon Park, who we defeated in week 3. And the game was moved to what was supposed to be our bye week, which was this week in week 7. Handoff to number 22, but he'll immediately be wrapped up by both Wilkie Denard and number 20, Aiden Bowman for John Carroll for a loss of yards. 3rd down now and long for Jensen Beach. So this was supposed to be our bye week in week 7. However, we are playing this catch-up game with Jensen Beach, and it is on Thursday night. So there is an injured player down on the field. Personal trainers going out there from both teams to check on the player. We have great personal trainers for both these teams, both the Jensen Beach and John Carroll. And just like that, he is able to get up. That was number 52, actually, Wilkie Denard. Sophomore for John Carroll, absolutely amazing player, great young man. Had a chance to talk to him, very quiet spoken, but not out there on the football field. Instead of jabbering the mouth, he's out there showing what he can do with that strong silence and is able to put it to good. I mean, man, he's just an absolutely amazing player. So very happy, very, very happy. You're always afraid when you see a player go down, but it's great to see that young man get back up and walk off under his own power. We all love to see that as he'll go to the sideline now and be looked at by the personal training staff. 3rd and long for Jensen Beach. Receiver motion from the left. He'll drop back to pass, however. Dawson will fire as he's hit to an open receiver who will catch it and get down around the 15-yard line. Call it the 16-yard line. Pass was intended and caught by number 6, Brady Banasiak for Jensen Beach. So that'll be a Jensen Beach 1st down. Great field position starting at their call it 16-yard line. Rams 16. Receiver in motion from the left. Handoff to number 22, Burnett, who will be bounce off a couple of defenders before finally being wrapped up and brought down for a loss. Number 55, Dominic Kapelakis on the tackle.
2nd and 10 for the Falcons.
Bringing up 2nd down. They're saying he got back to the line of scrimmage, so
let's bring you those
2nd and 10.
Cheerleading introductions. Your varsity cheerleading squad. First up tonight, Alia Fong.
So yes, this should be our one and only Thursday night football game
Isabel Rubiera
for John Carroll. That is until we get to the playoffs. Receiver in motion from the left. Dawson will drop back to pass. Fires deep over the left-hand side to a receiver in the end zone, but it's off his fingertips. Pass was intended for Javen Dames in the back corner of the end zone, but the ball was dropped, which will bring up 3rd and 10 for the Jensen Beach Falcons.
My apologies, Maddie. Senior Jasmine Brennan. Caitlin Bright. Senior Megan Pellerin. And back to the action on the field.
Dawson in shotgun, receiver in motion from the left. Ball will be snapped. He'll look to pass. Fires it over the left-hand side. One-handed interception by number 50. What an unbelievably athletic play. Number 50 on the interception. That's 2 interceptions twice in a row. Last week, Kaysen Brugnan had an interception, a pick 6. This week, a one-handed grab getting up into the air and taking that ball down. Interception. Wow. What a fantastic play by Kaysen Brugnan. Unbelievable player. This John Carroll defense is something else. And just like that, ball down on the 30-yard line. John Carroll, Jay Allen, and the offense will come out there to go ahead and try to get some more points up on the board. Ball is snapped. It'll be a handoff to Tony Colebrook out of the backfield, who will get up to about the 35-yard line.
Tony Colebrook,
so about a 5-yard run on the play.
2nd and 5.
Jensen Beach player slow to get up, but he's able to get up on his own power and is limping to the sideline. Another player, though, down for John Carroll, being attended to by John Carroll personal trainers. And he will get up under his own power as well. That is fantastic to see, as applause comes up from both sidelines and the stands. That's number 59 for John Carroll. Deshaun Lewis, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not. Deshaun Lewis was the player down, however, able to get up under his own power. I've said it before. I'll say it as many times as possible. It's always great to see them get back up under their own power. As we are back to action. 2nd down and 5 to go for the first down. 4:34 remaining in this 3rd quarter of play. Ball is snapped. Jay will look to pass. Scrambles out of the pocket and brought down from behind. Fumble on the field, picked up by Jensen Beach before brought down.
Again, this time by Austin Duchesne.
Jay is saying that he was down, but the ref is not hearing it, as they remain calling it a fumble out on the field.
1st and 10, right about the John Carroll 32.
So fumble out on the field from the quarterback keeper as Jay scrambled out of the pocket. Jensen Beach
our next cheerleader tonight,
starting at around the Rams' 32-yard line in great field position. 1st and 10 for them.
Jordan Scalise. Senior Sydney Santiago.
Ball is snapped, handed off up the middle to Burnett, or not Burnett. Burnett's not the ball carrier. They tricked me. Number 2 was the ball carrier on the play. Jamari Christie.
On the carry for the Falcons. Picks up about 3. That'll be a 2nd and 7.
So Jamari Christie picks up about 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 to go on the Rams 29. Ball will be handed off to Burnett up the middle, and he gets wide open. Nobody is able to bring him down and runs untouched into the end zone, putting up 6 on the board for Jensen Beach, bringing the score up to 19, closing within the John Carroll 21. Other than when John Carroll played Treasure Coast earlier in the season, this is the only other team to be able to put up this many points on John Carroll so far this season. All points coming after turnovers by John Carroll. Ball is down, kick is up, almost blocked, and he shanks it to the left, wide left, which will keep it at 19. So with 3:36 remaining in the third quarter, your John Carroll Golden Rams 21, Jensen Beach Falcons 19, which is becoming a nail-biter as time is winding down in this game. Almost over in the third quarter. One more quarter of play coming up in about 3 minutes, 36 seconds. As now Jensen Beach, after the touchdown run by Burnett, will kick it off to the awaiting players for John Carroll, number 7, Braden Calise, and number 11, Aiden Singleton. I'm hoping the internet and the connection is working better for all of you as the time winds down here in Jensen Beach, because we do not want you to miss all this action that is about to happen. Aiden Singleton brings it in, bobbles the ball, picks it up to about the 15, while getting swarmed and brought down.
That kickoff was freshman kicker Gavin Hart. Return goes across the 15 to about the 16 or 17-yard line.
So freshman kicker was out there for Jensen Beach. That's number 42, Gavin Hart.
Another senior and captain, Ashley Duke.
That young man, he's only a freshman. That was a great kick.
Grace Bauer.
That was a fantastic kick by him.
Vivian Alcade.
So John Carroll will start this drive, 1st and 10.
Senior Audrey Hiltebidel.
At around the 17-yard line, call it, yeah, 17-yard line. Ball snap, Jay will fire it to the right into traffic. Connors Ralick jumping on the ball, but they're saying it was on the ground, incomplete pass. So pass was intended for Connors Ralick over there on the right-hand side. 2 Jensen Beach defenders broke through and got their hands up, almost batted away or intercepted. But luckily the ball fell harmlessly to the ground, bringing up 2nd and 10 for John Carroll. 2 receivers to the left, to the right. Colebrook out of the backfield. Jay will fire it over the middle. Pass intended for number 8, Nick Meltzer. The ball will go into his hands and then fall harmlessly to the turf for an incomplete pass, which will bring up 3rd down and 10 for John Carroll. Ball is snapped, high snap. Jay will roll out to the right and fire it deep down the left-hand side to Braden Calise, who had his DB beat, but a short pass. I mean, it was a long pass. It went all the way down past midfield to the 45-yard line, but came up a little bit short. Braden Calise had to come back for it, which allowed number 4 for Jensen Beach, that's Javen Dames, to come back and get his hand on the ball, batting it down. Good heads-up defensive play. Braden Calise trying his best to get his hands on it. Almost came down with it, too, even with a guy on top of him. But nevertheless, Marcus Gamboa will be punting it away. Deep, deep punt for how far back he was. Brought in by number 44, who runs into his own player but stays up. That was a crushing blow. Oh, no. Flags all over the place on the sideline. Both teams coming together. Looks like a late hit. And we'll see. And we'll see what the call is out there on the field, as number 54 for John Carroll is slow to get up from the Jensen Beach sideline. That's Morgan Wills, rather. But he is up on his feet being talked to by the personal trainers. And he will go ahead and take a seat and lay down on the turf. So it'll be a personal foul as the flag on the previous play will go against John Carroll. As John Carroll coaches have gone out onto the field to try and talk to a couple of their guys. Number 54, Wills, is able to get up and walk off the field, albeit limping a little bit, but under his own power, which is the most important thing.
Falcons will take over 1st and 10 from the John Carroll 29.
So it'll be 1st and 10 after the return for Jensen Beach. They'll be put in the great field position up at the Rams' 29-yard line after the penalty. Flanked on both sides, receiver in motion from the right. Flag thrown, play called dead, false start they're going to say on the offense, which will go ahead and push them back.
To introduce our JV cheer squad under the direction of JV coach Hannah Mooney. For our JV cheerleaders, first we've got Adriana Negri, Captain Alexis Taylor, Captain Ava Breckenridge, Captain Kaylin O'Connor.
So first and about 5. Whistle's blown again by the zebra out there on the field. Ball will be placed back a little bit.
Courtney Jones.
So it'll be a replay of downs after the false start. First and 15 for the Jensen Beach Falcons, as they will hand it off to Burnett up the right-hand side. Flag thrown on the play. And it will be on Jensen Beach once again, backing them up.
But there is a flag down that's going against the Falcons.
So 2 flags in a row for the Falcons. It has been a penalty fest tonight.
And 20 for the Falcons.
Both teams have gotten a multitude of penalties against one another. This will put Jensen Beach into a little bit of a hole. Still in great field positions on the Rams' 39-yard line. However, 1st and 20, so 1st and long, a long way to go for Jensen Beach. Flanked on both sides is Dawson, 2 receivers from the right, 1 to the left, a receiver in motion now, as he will drop back to pass. And it is caught by his intended receiver, number 4, who will be wrapped up by Aiden Singleton, but gets away out of the tackle, still on the run. Ball comes loose, though. Rams come up with it.
Javen Dames on the completed pass.
And they're saying John Carroll comes away with it. At first it looked like they were about to say that he was down there on the field. However, now they are signaling that it is a John Carroll ball. So a fumble on the play. Number 20, Aiden Bowman, was able to come up with the ball. Fumble recovery by him as he runs to the sideline with the ball. Very excited young man. I would be too if I recovered a fumble, especially at such a crucial time. 2:13 remaining in the 3rd quarter, 21-19, John Carroll up. So on 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line after the fumble. Two receivers to the right, two to the left. Jay will hand it off to Tony Colebrook, who will take the pigskin. Try to bounce out to the left, but will be brought down by number 7, Austin Duchesne.
Tony Colebrook on the carry again. Jamari Marshall on
Colebrook
the tackle for the
able
Falcons.
to get back to the line of scrimmage, however, so no loss of down on the play. Bring up 2nd and 10 for John Carroll.
Jamie Rapp, Lauren Calesi, Layla Hannon, Madeline Simoneau, Molly Harrion, Patience Brennan.
Receiver in motion from the left, however, be a handoff to Tony Colebrook, who will get almost up to about the 30-yard line. And they'll say at the 30-yard line, so a 5-yard run up the left-hand side by Colebrook. Will bring up 3rd and 5 for John Carroll as they try to get something moving with 1:18 left in the third quarter.
3rd and 5 for John Carroll.
They're looking from the rush, coming from the linebackers, but they'll drop back. Pass over the middle to Prince Strawn, who catches it in stride. He's still holding on to it, still pushing forward. Great extra effort by Prince Strawn on the reception, catch and run. Gets it past midfield, and they'll mark him at the Jensen Beach 37-yard line.
That pass was complete to Prince Strachan for
so about a 30-yard.
Carson Funk for the Falcons.
Give or take a few yards, 30-yard pass on the slant route to Prince Strawn. Will get the first down. Jay will now hand it off to Tony Colebrook, who gets into the open and up to about the 25-yard line, call it 24-yard line. So John Carroll is now moving. That's another first down. So 2 first downs in a row, back to back. We'll have John Carroll looking closer and closer to the red zone over on the Jensen Beach side of the field. Pat Wood says poor decision by Jensen not to go for 2. I kind of agree with you, but I'm not a coach, so I don't know what they were thinking down there. I'd like to assume that they are smarter than me, but I was pondering that as well, whether they were going to go for 2 or not. 2 missed PATs by Jensen Beach, though, has after the third quarter has come to an end. John Carroll 21, Jensen Beach 19, a close game heading into the home stretch as the fourth quarter is coming up in this game. We want to once again give a shout out to all of our sponsors that might be watching tonight and that also do a lot for John Carroll Catholic High School. We can't thank them enough. The law offices of Mark Rogers, Gulfstream Urology Associates and Dr. Adam Ball, WDW Designs, Germa Medical Group, Spark Creative, Compass Real Estate, Fort Pierce Chiropractic, Dr. Michael Kelly Chiropractic, Watley Construction, Borland Trucking Company, Jacobus Orthodontics, Shane Chiropractic, St. Helens Catholic Church, and School. So to start the fourth quarter, they'll go ahead and
fish and clam lobster rolls taste quite a bit more like Zaxby's chicken sandwiches. How fantastic.
So a handoff to Tony Colebrook over the right-hand side, not even being touched. He'll keep going, reach for the end zone, and it's a touchdown.
Tony Colebrook with the touchdown run for John Carroll.
So
your score, John Carroll Rams 27.
A 25-yard touchdown run by Tony Colebrook will go ahead and put 6 more up on the board, and just like that, to get the fourth and final quarter started, John Carroll currently up before the PAT, 27-19 against Jensen Beach. Tony Colebrook last week against the Fort Pierce Central Cobras had a 28-yard rushing touchdown. This week has a 25-yard. Ball is down, kick is up, and once again, good. Marcus Gamboa perfect on the night with another PAT, so tack on the extra point. So with 11:51 remaining in the final quarter of play, the fourth quarter just getting underway, your John Carroll Golden Rams are up 28-19. John Carroll wants to thank the remainder of our following sponsors: Graves Thomas Rotunda Injury Law Group, Scott Sporting Goods, our official Adidas provider, Linus Cadillac GMC of Vero Beach, and of course, after every football game, go on the John Carroll Catholic High School Facebook page and see the official John Carroll High School game day photos provided by Ned Schuster Photography.
Remember, when you visit those places, thank them for their sponsorship of Jensen Beach High School Athletics. And if you know somebody that's in a position to sponsor our athletics program, we've got some winter sports just about to kick off. They can always contact Athletic Director Mr. Anthony Calzadia.
Now Marcus Gamboa on the kickoff. Big, deep kick all the way back to the end zone. But they'll go ahead. Jensen Beach will take it out up to the 20, just short of the 25-yard line, being brought to the ground by number 28. That's Nico Kelly. So Nico Kelly making a great tackle for John Carroll down there on the field. A lot of things have happened in this game tonight. Someone in chat is saying, well, what about the blown fumble call against John Carroll? You know, I'm not down there on the field, but from my position up here on the press box, I would say that Jay Allen's knee was down when the ball came loose. Run up the right side of the field by number 19 for Jensen Beach, Jake Singleton. He'll get deep down their own side of the field, almost to midfield. That'll bring up first down for Jensen Beach on the long run by Singleton. As I was saying, though, I feel that Jay was down before that ball came out. It was a missed call in my opinion, but that's why I'm up here in the booth doing play-by-play. Receiver in motion from the left, handoff to Burnett, and he will be immediately stopped after passing the line of scrimmage. However, flag thrown after the tackle by number 50 for John Carroll. That's Kaysen Brugnan, had an interception earlier. And a player is down on the field once again for John Carroll as he'll roll over onto his back. Personal trainers out.
That's a face mask going against John Carroll.
Talking. The penalty that was down on the field, the reason why Laundry is down there right now, was a face mask penalty against John Carroll. So John Carroll player getting onto his feet. Number 26 was the player that was down. That's Roman Jones. He's had his name called a few times tonight for making some fantastic plays. We've called his name throughout the season as well. Great player for John Carroll. Great to see him getting up under his own power and walking off, talking to head ball coach Mickey Grudy. So Jensen Beach will go ahead and continue their drive. Just short of the first down marker, ball placed at the Rams' 46-yard line. So 1st and 1. It'll be a pitch to the right to Burnett as he will get past one defender and roll over the top of a second defender before being brought down by number 35, that's Tim Smith. So Tim Smith able to cover up on the flipping Burnett after he took a tumble over another John Carroll defender. However, he has passed the first down marker, bringing up 1st and 10 for Jensen Beach. Now on the Rams side of the field. Timeout, John Carroll.
Timeout, John Carroll.
Finally, it cannot be understated enough how much we appreciate the administration and faculty of John Carroll Catholic High School. Every single one of the teachers and faculty there do everything within their powers during the COVID-19, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, to make sure that every single one of your kids is safe and feels safe while at school. Every time you look on John Carroll's Facebook page, whenever they put up those pictures of the students walking the halls and doing different activities, all you see is smiles. And that is because John Carroll Catholic High School is one of the best, if not the best, high schools, not only in the area, but the state of Florida. And it is all thanks to President Reverend Father Thomas E. Barrett, Principal Corey Harrow, Assistant Principal Mindy Miller, and the ever-electrifying on the PA system Dean of Students, Michael Brick. Thank you very much for what you give to this community, to your faculty, to your staff, and to your students. So on 1st and 10, a pitch out to Burnett, who will look to pass, and he does. He passes it deep in the middle, and it is intercepted by John Carroll, who will go ahead and just take it to the ground. Number 40 for John Carroll on the interception. That is Amari Reynolds. Wide open. I mean, Burnett looked like he was about to tuck and run it, but he kept staring down the field. He thought he saw something, and he went ahead and tossed it up there. But all I saw was 3 John Carroll defenders in the area, and Amari Reynolds came down. Another John Carroll player is down on the field. That is a lot of John Carroll players who have gone down tonight. And one thing about the John Carroll team is that people have talked about is not a lot of depth. But first and foremost, you just hope that they are okay. That is the most important thing out of everything else. Coach Mickey Grudy out there with the personal trainers talking to him. The players sitting up, thankfully. Awesome. Getting up under his own power and walking off. That is number 50. We've called his name a few times tonight. Kason Brugnan, heart and soul of this John Carroll defense. He's up. He's limping a little bit, but he is walking under his own power off to the sideline, which is the most important part and the best part about it. You never want to see any of your players get hurt, any of these young student athletes who work their heart out every single night out on the football field.
John Carroll, 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line.
And Kason Brugnan has been nothing but unbelievable this season. A pick 6 last week, an interception this week, which led to a touchdown on the drive. Now a handoff up the middle to Tony Colbrook, but he'll be swallowed at the line of scrimmage. And it will go for a loss on the play, about a loss of 2 on the play. So call it 2nd and 12.
The loss of about 2, 2nd and 12 for John Carroll.
So 2nd and 12, deep in their own territory on this drive after the interception from Amari Reynolds. Two receivers to the left, 2 to the right. One receiver in motion from the right now as he'll fake the handoff to him, give it to Tony Colbrook, who immediately get hit in the backfield once again. Another loss of yards on the play.
Another big stop in the backfield.
As he will be dropped.
Like initial hit might have been Will Blackwell with Cedric Wilkins
in the backfield.
3rd and 16.
But they blew the play dead as soon as he was swallowed up. Ball will still be at the 10-yard line after a loss of a couple of yards on that play to bring up 3rd down. Two receivers to the left, 2 to the right, with Colbrook in the backfield. Big 3rd down coming up. Jay will drop back to pass, looking to pass, getting swallowed up, trying to go somewhere, but will be brought down for a sack from behind. That will be number 7 on the sack for Jensen Beach, Austin Duchesne. However, another Rams player down on the field. during these moments, whenever players are injured, I want to try to stay as silent as possible on the mic while we try to figure out what is going on down there. That player will get up under his own power as well, thankfully. And that is Wilkie Denard once again. He's been down a couple of times tonight as he's gingerly walking to the sideline. Wilkie playing his older brother Jeremiah Denard, who plays on both sides, defensive back and wide receiver for the Jensen Beach Falcons. So it'll be 4th down for John Carroll. 9 minutes and counting down in the final quarter of the game. Marcus Gamboa in his own end zone to punt it away. Kick high, punt in the air. Brought in by number 44 for Jensen Beach. And he will be wrapped up and brought down past midfield up to about the 46-yard line. Number 44 for Jensen Beach is Dylan Fadovich. He's been the one taking in the punts tonight for Jensen Beach and has done a pretty good job, averaging about 5.5 yards. So with 8:41 remaining in the game, your John Carroll Golden Rams up 28-19. Timeout John Carroll with this time winding down in this game. They want to make sure that this game plan is rock solid and tight, especially with Jensen Beach starting this drive in very good field position on the other side of the field. Past the midway part of the field, past midfield, up at around, ball is at the 46-yard line, the Rams' 46-yard line. So 1st and 10, Dawson in shotgun, receiver in motion from the right. It will be handoff to Burnett, who will immediately be hit at the line of scrimmage. Number 35 for John Carroll on the tackle. That's Tim Smith. We've called his name a few times tonight. He's done a pretty good job for John Carroll. Has some good tackles, and a lot of the tackles I've seen from him tonight have been open field tackles, which are very important because if they get past you, they're gone, or they're at least gone for another 10 yards. So very crucial kind of tackle in this game, and he's able to do it. Dawson back to pass. Can't find anybody. Finally dumps out as he's hit to number 22, Burnett, who is wrapped up and brought to the ground finally. Number 55 for John Carroll on the tackle. That's Dominic Kapalakis. And another John Carroll player down on the field. That was number 28 down on the field for John Carroll. Nico Kelly. He's done very well tonight, and we're happy to see him get back up on his feet and walk off the field under his own power. Pat Wood says Fadovich's dad played at John Carroll. He is a freshman. The dad was an outstanding linebacker. That's some good knowledge. That's pretty awesome. It's always fantastic to see these freshmen playing well and doing well. Gavin Hart, number 42 for Jensen Beach. He's also a freshman. He had a booming punt earlier in the game. That was pretty awesome to see. We have some great freshmen on John Carroll as well, though. I mean, real showstoppers. It makes the future feel very good and bright. That was not a good play, a very bright spot for the John Carroll defense on that play, as that will be a Jensen Beach first down on a number 22 Burnett run for Jensen Beach. Ball will be down around the 32-yard line on the Ram side of the field. It will be a handoff to the right from the receiver in motion. Flag, however, in the backfield, as number 19 was the runner on the play, Jake Singleton, and he will be brought down by number 20 on the play for John Carroll, Aiden Bowman.
That'll back him up 5.
So that'll be a penalty on Jensen Beach, which will back them up about 5 yards. With time winding down in this game, 6:54 remaining. So it will be 1st and 5 for Jensen Beach. Or 1st and 15, rather, for Jensen Beach, excuse me. Dawson hands it off to Burnett up the right-hand side, who is upended, up into the air, end over end, lands on his back. Number 40 for John Carroll on that big tackle, freshman Amari Reynolds. There you go. I was talking about freshmen earlier in this game, how freshmen have been doing a great job tonight on both sides of the team. Amari Reynolds, freshman for John Carroll Golden Rams, had the interception earlier in the game. And like I was saying, that's always amazing to be able to see, because, you know, they have so many years left. It gets pretty sad as the year winds down and you start realizing that the freshmen who, you know, you've been calling the plays for all season long are about to go and move on to the next chapter of their life, to college or wherever they want to take their life after high school. And, you know, they go on, they grow up, they're adults, they go into adulthood. And so you look at the other players on the bench who will be coming up, or freshmen or sophomores who are moving up. Wilkie Donat is another bright spot on the John Carroll defense. A young man, sophomore at John Carroll, and he'll be an absolute threat as the seasons move on and he moves up, because all he's going to do is be getting bigger and stronger, and that should be scary for every team out there. Amari Reynolds, freshman, making great plays out in the backfield. Dawson with a handoff to number 19, who will look up the right-hand side before stepping out of bounds around the 16-yard line, the Rams 16.
Gains about 6 yards. That'll be a 2nd and 4.
So 2nd down and about About 5, I'd say. So 2nd down and about 5 to go for Jensen Beach. Handoff to Burnett up the left-hand side, as he bounces off a couple of defenders, still trying to bring him down as he edges closer to the end zone. And they will mark him just short of the end zone. So that will be a Jensen Beach first down, as the ball will be down at the 1-yard line. So 1st and goal, 1-yard line for the Jensen Beach Falcons with 5:36 remaining in this ball game. Handoff up the right-hand side to Burnett, who will sidestep. 3 different yellow flags flying in from all the judges out there on the field. It'll be a block in the back on Jensen Beach, which will back them up. They were in great position to score on that drive. 1-yard line, can't be better than that. You're down at the 1-yard line, right at the end zone. And a costly blocking in the back penalty will go ahead and push them away from that end zone back to the 11-yard line.
10 yards. That brings us to 1st and goal just outside the 10-yard line.
So 1st and goal at the 11 for Jensen Beach. Dawson flanked on both sides by running backs. He'll hand it off to Burnett, who goes up the middle, but will immediately be tackled and brought down by number 26 for John Carroll. That's Roman Jones. So Roman Jones only allowing Burnett to get about 2 yards on that play. So second and goal at the 9-yard line for Jensen. Flanked on both sides once again, in motion from the right. Ball is snapped. He'll hand it off to number 2, who will take it up the left-hand side. Bounce off a couple of defenders and be brought down. They're marking him just shy of the end zone. So back to where they started at first down. It is now third and goal from the 1-yard line. Motion from the right. Handoff to number 2. They almost got him in the backfield. That would have been an incredible play for a loss. Dominic Kapalakis was the one to get into the backfield. Almost wrapped him up in the legs, but number 2 for Jensen Beach was able to high step and get out of it. That's Jamari Christie. Amazing effort by Kapalakis, though, to try and get him in the backfield. He's going to wish he had that back, though. You saw him on the ground pounding the dirt. He is not happy with himself. But we have seen so many amazing plays by Kapalakis this season that, in my opinion, it's nothing to worry about. You wish you have it back, but you make do with what you can. 28-25 is the score right now with 4:26 remaining in this game. Your John Carroll Golden Rams are still up in this one. With time winding down, Jensen Beach goes ahead and takes a timeout. Definitely going over what they should do. Earlier on, I had a couple people in the chat mentioning that they should have gone for the 2-point conversion. Now they have to ask themselves, well, should we go for the 2-point conversion now? Both PATs earlier were misses. One was a bad snap. Ball ended up in the dirt, and he just had to jump on it and deadballed it. The second one was wide left that they missed. And now with Dawson coming out onto the field, quarterback for Jensen Beach, they're going to be going for 2 on this one. Dawson will keep it himself, and he gets absolutely killed. Ball went flying after the hit was made on him. I'm trying to get a number on that John Carroll player who absolutely laid the wood on him. Holy cow, but 2-point conversion is not good. So with 4:26 remaining in this game, your John Carroll Golden Rams are leading 28-25. I think that was number 28 that had that absolutely just soul-crushing hit. Or was that 18? That was 18. Holy smokes. Running back, D-back, any back. Anything you want him to do, he can do. Tony Colebrook with an absolutely smash-mouth play. Took out that I'm getting distracted by noise behind me. That was weird. High short kick for Jensen Beach, brought in by Braden Calise, who came way in to grab it. He's still up on his feet, but runs into his own player. Still on his feet, though, and finally is brought down by a Jensen Beach defender at around the 32-yard line. So starting in pretty good field position with 4:17 remaining in this game, Jay Allen in the offense after a very, very long drive by Jensen Beach could finally come back onto the field to see if they can press the score a little bit more away. Jensen Beach, all they need is a field goal to tie up this game. John Carroll wants to try to prevent that. Handoff to Tony Colebrook up the right-hand side, getting hit and finally brought down by number 11 for Jensen Beach. That is Jeremiah Denard. So Wilkie Denard's brother coming up and making the tackle on Tony Colebrook. who was able to get 2 yards on, or a yard on the play. So 2nd down and 9 for John Carroll. Ball is snapped. It'll be a keeper. Jay will keep it himself, get to the 35, to the 40, the 45, and finally be brought down. That is a 1st down. John Carroll on the quarterback keeper by Jay Allen, who bullies his way up to the 45-yard line, which will bring up 1st down with 3:10 remaining in this game. Clock still running, and that's what they want to see right now with the lead, 28-25. They see a little bit movement. They'll look over at Coach Grudy to see what he wants to do next. Receiver in motion from the left. That's Nick Meltzer. However, it will be a handoff to Tony Colebrook, but play is blown dead as flags fly up into the air. We'll see what they have to say. False start on the offense. That will go ahead and push John Carroll back. So 1st and 15 for John Carroll now after the offsides penalty. Ball is snapped. He'll hand it off to Tony Colebrook up the left-hand side, dodging defenders. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 15 coming up. With now under 2 minutes remaining in this game, keeping that clock running. But they're still in danger. Only a field goal away from Jensen Beach, and anything can happen with any time left on the clock. 3 wide receivers set out to the right. Trips. You got Connors Rowlick, Nick Meltzer, and Prince Strawn. Braden Cleese, the sole wide receiver, out to the left. Colebrook in the backfield with Jay in shotgun. Ball is snapped. It'll be a handoff to Colebrook, who will sidestep and be drilled, brought down to the original line of scrimmage after the penalty, the 40-yard line. So it'll be a timeout for Jensen Beach with 1:16 remaining in this game. 3rd down and 15 coming up for the Rams. This is the closest a game has been for the Rams so far this season. Currently 91 people watching at home. Everybody wants to see how this one is going to play out. So do I. More John Carroll trivia. Kaysen Brugnan and Connors Rowlick's dads both played at John Carroll. I love it. Pat Woods, we need you on the stream more, bud. We need you to comment some more. This is fantastic stuff. I love it. I love it. Where have you been? This is week 7. Calvin Black says, as well as my dad before me. That's fantastic. We love it. We love having alumni, students, fans, everybody watching. 91 people currently watching right now. Unbelievable. Now 86. Oh my gosh, people left. There's 1:16 remaining. What are you doing? 3rd and 15 now for John Carroll as they're back out on the field. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, with Colebrook in the backfield and Allen in shotgun. And timeout now taken by John Carroll. The tension is rising. My goodness. My heart cannot handle this. So with 1:16 remaining in this game, your John Carroll Golden Rams up 28-25, a one-score game. Jensen Beach, if they get the ball back, can kick the field goal to tie it up at 28-28. It's currently 3rd and 15 after an offsides penalty by John Carroll on first down. 2 running plays later kept the clock running until a Jensen Beach timeout, which has now led us to the 3rd and 15 scenario. Ball at their own 40-yard line. Jensen Beach band playing their hearts out. Good for them. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, offset with Colebrook in the backfield, Jay in shotgun. Ball is snapped. He'll look to hand it off to Colebrook, and he does. Gets a wide open berth in the open to the 50, passed it to the first down. That's a first down, John Carroll. They really needed that, and Tony Colebrook came in spades.
And that should effectively end the game.
What an amazing run by Colebrook when John Carroll needed it the most. They gave it to him, and he had a fantastic run, found the hole, and got to the first down. So 1st and 10 for John Carroll, 56 seconds and counting down on the clock. This one is going to burn it out, and it looks like your John Carroll Golden Rams will go ahead and advance to 6-1 on the season after a close nail-biter against Jensen Beach. All 97 people watching at home right now, you just watched an absolute thriller. Jay Allen in victory formation takes the knee as time runs out. John Carroll, after a nail-biter, defeats the Jensen Beach Falcons 28-25 in Jensen Beach. Wow, what a fantastic game. Unbelievable. Mickey's down there, absolutely fired up, the head ball coach. John Carroll just absolutely pumped up and excited about that one. They're facing each other because of the COVID-19 pandemic. They're saluting one another. But that is that, ladies and gentlemen, from Jensen Beach, Florida. Your John Carroll Golden Rams come away with a victory to advance to 6-1 on the season, 28-25. We'll see you next Friday for I believe it's a home game against Sebastian River High School. Just check out the Facebook page. Go ahead, like that, and you will get all the updates. If you want to keep on watching here on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell button so you're notified every time we go live, and we'll see you next Friday. John Carroll wins it, 28-25. I'm Ted Manning, the voice of Golden Rams football. Have a great night.